Hello everybody, I just thought I would look up some things to talk about today, and the first one I see is David Cameron. For people who don't know, he used to be Prime Minister of the UK, and he had to resign because some of his personal stuff he'd not dealt with properly. You know, like he'd got shares or a business and, you know, whatever it was, so he had to resign. So a few years later, after he's resigned for that, you make him Foreign Secretary, and now he's out making decisions about Israel and Palestine. This one's about making Palestine into its own state, whatever. Here was a bit more information. A state, but it's only a state of theirs. And, you know, think about it. We looked after, or UK looked after Israel in the Second World War and then turned it into this mess. And it's their mess. Here. They still own it. It's ridiculous. And it would be a state, not a country. But at least it's probably a little bit further forward. They're included into the United Nations and that, but that's all them anyway. So it should have happened years ago, shouldn't it, that they had their own, but it's a state. And what's Israel? Country? How can you have a country and then a state next to it? A state of what? A state of theirs? That's what they're saying about Palestine. So we're just going to look at some of the weird things in America. Not that there was that many, not like there was in Alaska. There's a wide variety of fossils, seashells and skulls. They used to be us, and now they're in a cabinet. Oh, that's a weird picture, isn't it, I suppose? So that's strangest things found in America. So I suppose if that really is a bear's paw, or some animal's paw, then that stuff had to be a bit more liquid. I mean, is that concrete? But anyway, there's an interesting picture there. So again, it doesn't say where it is, but I might look in a minute. But look at that. That must have been quite liquid-like or something, or got very hot. I mean, this says 15 weird places to visit in the US. We'll just have a look at a few of them. But I mean, looking at this. So obviously, when they say it was discovered in the 1700s, what they really mean is that it was already there, existing, everything was happening, and then they took over. That's what it is. It's their realm. So they can then say, because obviously America has castles and other buildings, they're very old. And to fit it all in, it has to be when they discovered America, and then it all seemed to be built like there's no machinery, horses and carts. Anyway, we know those stories, his stories. Of course, Alaska is a part of America right now, which is just crazy, isn't it, when it's up there next to Canada. It didn't come up the other day, but I put a slightly different word in, so maybe that's why. But there you go, look at those caves with those glaciers. Yes, anyway, on to the next one. The wave is a bizarre formation of sandstone that is characterised by the coils that resemble rippling ocean tides. Right, well, it just says wave, and there you go. That's all it says, I think. Let's just go down a little bit more, but I think that's on to the next one. Yeah, that's the end. And the really, really weird thing is that a lot of people, because they only see the, you know, Independence Day and all that, don't realise that before that, the Spanish, the Portuguese and the Mexicans had America. Obviously then England did, but they didn't before that. These people did. Yeah, crazy that's not really in any history. It's gone, it's past, it was then. But we all want to know the real history. But it was the Romans, they took over. But anyway, on to the next bit. it's a basin, and it's all that supposedly below sea level. Yeah, so there are sort of more hollow parts of England. I think England's a bit like that. I asked someone what they thought about when they drove up to Scotland. Does it feel like you're driving up, or does it feel like you're driving down? And they all said it almost feels like you're driving down until you get to near Scotland, and then you're driving up again. And this is probably why, if they said a tsunami came, that England would fill up with water, because it's a lot lower in the middle of England. I'm on a high bit here, but they don't explain all that. So that if you get to Swindon, I've made videos about this, that's a bit of it. It's like the edge of the Grand Canyon. It's not like a whole Grand Canyon, but it's like a bit of one. And of course we're up here, and then you drive down this hill, which takes about a mile to drive down. It's a mountain. We're on top of mountains here, but they don't say that. They call them the Wessex Downs. They don't even explain it's much higher here. And this, Mickey told me a story about his friend had a helicopter, and when he flew up to Scotland, he felt that the middle of England was quite hollow-like. So you're going to get these places. We're on plateaus. Anyway, on to the next bit. So here we are at Wyoming. This hot springs. Yeah, I'm trying to be different. YouTube told me I had to change my videos, so I am trying to do different things, and a little bit of momentum loss, because it wasn't for the whole time, but especially probably about the last sort of 3, 4, 5 months or something. Mickey was getting all my videos for me. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this, and in the end I go, okay, we'll make a video out of that and that. So he was getting me all my videos, and now he's gone. I've lost a little bit of momentum, and I feel like I've been so abused by YouTube, and part of me doesn't want to be there, but I put my videos out on here, and I put them out on BitChute and Rumble. I'm not sure if I like Rumble that much, but I like BitChute. There's no problems there. I just like going on there. The people are different than they are here, but the actual platform and everything's great. So I'm pleased about that, but I've kind of lost a little bit of momentum because Mickey died, and I'm not quite sure where to go anymore with YouTube down my throat nearly every day, deleting videos, taking my subs off, doing all those underhand things. I mean, Wide Awake told me in a message the other day that he was getting the same, and they take your videos off, and what was okay for years suddenly, oh, it's broken our guidelines. They can use any law they want. It's ridiculous. This place isn't about you having a channel and making money. It's about making sure people like me don't talk. I mean, am I frightened to put videos out now in case they my channel gets taken? I'm just in about 7-8 days on finishing a strike, and that nearly crucifies your channel. And all along, every time I get a couple of subs, they take them off. I get a couple of subs, they take them off. The channel's not growing, not because it isn't growing. I don't even know how many people watch the channel anymore. But they are just hacking the channel off all the time because they're God, aren't they? And it's not YouTube, is it? Anyway, let's carry on. I'm moaning again. Oh yes, of course, Hawaii's part of America, isn't it? Yeah, it's a very big, nice tree. It was planted in 1873. I've probably planted before that, but anyway. When you first start learning about petrification, you think of this time. It's just so long that in the end it's petrified, and a lot of the trees have turned into rock. But then you find out that actually it might only take months in certain places. People have put teddy bears and toys in, and it's only taken months for these things to become petrified. I mean, I wonder what quite happened there for the colours in those trees. Anyway, that's the National Park, Arizona again. It's quite funny, really, because obviously these weren't really part of America, neither was Hawaii and Alaska, but now they're American countries, and they're all very different bits of land, aren't they? Thousands of miles. The dunes in California. Yeah, like they are in Denmark. Yeah, they move across. You don't want to be in their path, though, when they do. They take everything, don't they? But anyway, yes, the same in Denmark. I've been to the ones in Denmark. Horseshoe Bend. I was thinking that maybe we would see more weird things in the sky or something, but I didn't really find that. But these are quite interesting, aren't they? Oh, it's back to Hawaii now. Devil's Postpile, California. Glacial volcanic shifts. Yeah. On to the next one. Ooh, that one's quite nice, isn't it? Erosion, sandstone, rainfall, flash floods. It's all quite clean in there though, isn't it? Wasn't made in a day. Salt flats at Utah. Oh yes, Devil's Tower at Wyoming. Aha, that's the end. Well, we might have to go and have a little look at that then. It's crazy, isn't it? It's all a fail. The thing is that people are frightened or worried out there, thinks inside their head they know the truth. So all this sort of control doesn't work because people think different things. Anyway, there's just always so many adverts on these things. We don't want the adverts. Oh, there's another one there. Get rid of the video. There we go. Oh, we've just missed the top bit, which is the Titles of Nobility Amendment. Yes. It's probably just going to be old stuff. 1828. Old ones. 1860. Oh, 1861, making slavery legal forever. You can see why that one got taken out. Give spinsters, widows the right to vote. Oh yes, because we didn't vote in those days, us women, did we? Rename the United States of America to the United States of Earth. Well, at least it didn't say globe. Abolish the United States Senate. Oh, they should have done it though. Well, it's only one party in America. Limit wealth to 1 million. Golly. Well, they didn't do that one, did they? Outlaw drunkenness. Bring it in. Make sure that they can't do anything but drink, and then tell them it's illegal. Something like that. And that's even if it was real, because Mickey told me that it was all about the alcohol wasn't alcohol, it was fuel for the cars, and they turned it into that. Maybe it was an alcohol, but they could use it in cars, and yeah, and that's why it all happened. They pretended it was more to do with drink, but it wasn't. It was because they could make cheap fuel. But that sounds it, doesn't it? The people were trying to do their own thing, and then oh, I think that's the end. That's the end. The people were trying to do their own thing, and then they stopped them again. What a stupid law. But anyway, now we have films about it now instead, don't we, on the TV by the media and the actors. In this video, we're going to look up weird monuments. Well, this one somebody has made and is sitting on their property. So the slightly shocking statue came as no surprise to his fans. Yeah. Field of Corn in Dublin. Yes. Load of rubbish, those things. Haven't even been there that long. Haven't they gone or something? Well, as large as B, killer B. Well, it's not there in that one. Oh, there's no pictures. Or maybe they just haven't come through. Airport runaway graves. Anyway, there's no pictures for those ones. But anyway, Captain James T. Kirk's future birthplace, Riverside. Doesn't seem to be any pictures, stops there at those things. But anyway, maybe you found some of the things in the video interesting. Anyway, thanks very much for watching.